Hello. Okay, so again, I'm going with my pink lip gloss that I got from Bath and Body Works. It's of the menthol line. I enjoy this minty pink as I come to you, and I do. I be using y'all as a mirror, just like I do Monday through Friday. Hello. So welcome to Bedtime Stories with According to Akara. Now, I'm doing a book review of the second volume of Take All of Me by Lisa Stevens. If you want to see my book reviews on the first volume of this book, you can go back to my Instagram, my IG page, Auntie Akara, or you can go to According to Akara YouTube page. I think I have most of them there. And that's it. We had a Listen to Your Auntie's page. I believe it's still up and running. We just haven't posted on there. When I had a partner, Lisa, the author of this book, where we used to do podcasting. So we have a YouTube page called Listen to Your Aunties, and most of my reviews are also there. Also follow the author of this book, Lisa Stevens. She's also on IG as Dark Writer. I don't remember that. I don't remember that part. I'm sure the author will make her comments here on Instagram when she sees it, and I will also post in the down below in the notes or in the caption where you can get this book. It is available on Amazon, and if I recall correctly, I heard it's only $6 for 2 volumes. But don't hold me to it, because I bought mine months ago. Okay, and it was $13 then. So get this book. It is awesome. So let me give you a little understanding. So those of you who do not follow my auntie Akara IG page. This book is a love story heavily steeped in BDSM. It really is. It's a story of a young lady who's in her 30s, a black woman who's in her 30s, who honestly, I never caught what her main job was, advertisement something. Okay, who is a resident of Memphis, Tennessee. On the side, she is an author, and she was researching the BDSM lifestyle so that she can write her a novel, a fictional novel, like the 50 Shades of Grey type of book. And she met this white Australian, Drew, online. And he agreed to be her dom and kind of give her understanding of the BDSM lifestyle. He is a very accomplished businessman. He's not as rich as Mr. Grey in 50 Shades of Grey, but he holds his own. He do his thing. You know what I'm saying? He is a very attractive. I have casted him in the past on Auntie Akara in the first volume when I did the review as Hugh Jackman. Okay, he's a very, very sexy Australian to me, and I think he would be perfect. And I casted Kara as Kerry Washington, and we're going to get into it. So we start chapter 1. I'm doing review of chapter 1 and chapter 2 of volume 2 of Take All of Me. We start, dang it. Also, I forgot, before I get into the review, tonight I am sipping on a Pinot Noir. I just picked up a Pinot Noir from Green's liquor store or package store here, and this is, you're not going to be able to see it. It's not going to come across the right direction, but I'm not sure if it's Esikia or Acacia. Okay? It is a very inexpensive wine, Pinot Noir, American wine. It only costed me $10 at the local liquor store. So as I'm doing this review, I'll be sipping on that. Okay, so go to your liquor store, and I'm about to taste this. This is the first time I'm tasting this wine. Okay. So I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to do wine because in the last reviews I was drinking rum and orange juice. I was getting a little hoo-hoo. Tastes a little Merlot-ish. It's not Merlot. It is a Pinot Noir, but it's a little bitter for me. That's what I get from getting bottom shelf wine. But I was on a budget, so it's not it's not my Andrew Nelson, okay? Still better than Merlot. Okay, let's get into it. So we start the story, the first chapter out, where, once again, Kara is getting back after kind of trying to bring herself out of a depression because Drew left her at the end of volume 1. She because it's a BDSM relationship, she began to fall for Drew, like fall in love with him. Read the book, go get it on Amazon. Read the first part of the book and you'll understand where I'm coming from, or go back to my other IG page and get the review so you'll understand what I'm talking about. But he left her. She calls out her safe word, cinnamon, and he stops in his track because he was going to punish her. And she called out cinnamon forever. Okay. And if you read the first volume, you'll realize, okay, you think it's completely over, right? You think that, okay, she said cinnamon forever. And the way he stopped in his tracks, you would have thought, oh. I mean, like, when I say he stopped, he was about to, and she said cinnamon forever. He literally stopped, put the butt plug back into his pocket, put on his jacket, and walked out the door. While he was doing this, she said, it don't have to stay this way. This is safe right now. I mean, I'm saying cinnamon now, but if you could just tell me that you love me the same way. Just tell me you love me. And he's steady putting on, he says nothing. Puts on his stuff, walks away. She's screaming like, no, 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 you can't just tell me you love me. And that's the way the last volume ended. So we're here after that has happened. Kara trying to pick herself back up from the ground again. Okay. he has ghosted her, and he's not coming into the office. This is, mind you, this is the day, it's like 2 days before Christmas. It's the day before Christmas Eve. So this 2 days before Christmas is happening. And he's not come, he didn't come in the office the last week. He avoided her. He didn't call her, didn't text her, like, I can't believe you. He didn't even react. It was just cold-blooded, just cinnamon. It was almost, it's like he just would not tell her that he loved her. So, again, she's back. I mean, before, in the past, he's dumped her, or he's ghosted her, and she's trying to get, she's all, she's that up and down. He's there. When Drew is there, he is there, and he's all in there. Okay? It's almost like, much like an Aquarius. When they're there, they're there. They're all in. They're there. But it's almost like they need to go away and ghost and do whatever in order to not fall all the way in. It's almost like Drew, to me it seems like he's just afraid of losing himself. He's a dom, that's what it is. He's trying to keep it just that and not actually fall in love with someone and actually be vulnerable to Kara. He's okay with Kara being completely vulnerable to him. But oh, no, I can't be vulnerable to her. You know what I'm saying? So, no contact, and she's bringing herself back up again. She's cried and sniffled and cried in this whole thing. So, this last, she'd been thinking and then trying to get over it. So, in her attempt to get over it, like her friends aren't really there because it's holiday. So most of them either gone out of town for Christmas or they've taken off to spend time with family that is coming in. And there was only a few that was there on the last day. You know how it is. If you work in the office, those few days before Christmas, it's just, in the office, no work is really getting done. Nobody's going in there really getting done, And so she's, there with a few of her coworkers, and Bianca caught her in the bathroom, just kind of like, she's still in her funk because he left her, dumped her again, or did she dump him? Because really, it seems as if he's dumping her, but he's not really dumping her. Every time that their relationship is over, Kara called it. She called it off. She told him the first time, like, back off, I need time to deal with the fact of realizing that you are the reason why. You're the person, the reason why my father committed suicide. Okay? And he kept trying to be a dom, and it's like, I don't need that now. I need you to read the room, back off. So Kara was really the one who did the dumping. FYI, short note, it doesn't matter who does the dumping, it hurts both ways. Okay? It really does. I know I've been the one who have had to cut off a relationship, and it hurts. It hurts to do the dumping, and it hurts to be dumped, regardless. If you have any type of connection, heart and soul connection inside of you, and you don't have the ability to separate your emotions like an Aquarius, to make a logical decision. Okay? It hurts. So, Bianca tells her, Bianca has been in a BDSM relationship before. I don't know why she didn't just talk to Bianca though. Why she have to get a hold on and be a part of the lifestyle in order to be right on it? I guess maybe so that she can have more real life stories. It's different. Artists, creatives, we gotta be in there. Okay? So she tells us that you ever think of maybe finding another Dom? I mean, real talk, I feel you. But it will help you move on from Drew if you found someone else. You know what I'm saying? Someone that better suits you, who is a little more gentler to an unexperienced sub. You know, because Drew is he's harsh. And you know, I mean, he's breaking her in. She's unexperienced. She's not used to this lifestyle. And some things, you know, it's just, she's not used to it. And he's very much into the Dom, and he's much more experienced. And he's not gentle about his approach. But he is very warning. It's really confusing. I see how Kara could have been confused and fall in love with it. Let me tell you, you got to read the first volume. You got to read the first volume, booze. Really read the first volume. But anyway, she was like, you think, and Kara was like, hey bitch, you trying to have me move on after I just broke up with Drew? You said, she was like, hey, I was actually on that page a minute ago, and she was saying, I'm going to read from the book. She says, well, playing the devil's advocate here, I understand, I understand that you were the one who volunteered information on yourself to him. Granted, he asked a few questions, but it was up to you whether or not you open yourself up like that to him. Let's not forget that while he hasn't admitted that he loves you, he did tell you numerous times that he cares about you and reminded her. She reminded her. Obviously, you felt that you could trust him. I know you don't care to be social most times, particularly with strangers. There is a connection between you. I've seen physical evidence of that. You two together is like watching lightning storm. But the harsh truth is that an inexperienced sub is like a dog. So I'm going to just pause there. If you watch my other reviews, I said that he treated her like a dog. Okay? So it's funny that she said it's like a dog. And there are several types of masters that you can get. Good ones and not so good ones. I'm not saying that Drew is a bad dom, but maybe you should look for a gentler, more loving master. One that is more open with your emotions. With their emotions, with his emotions. And that's what Kara's like, what? Wait a minute, bitch. You trying to have me move on to another dude right after blah, blah, blah. You understand what I'm saying? She's, it's like, I need to get over this. And Bianca was to explain to her the best thing for you to do is to move on if you want to find someone that, Drew, I've seen you do all this up and down, this is not good for you. That's, I'm read the book. Get the book on Amazon, all right? Because and you may interpret it differently of what Bianca was trying to tell her. She said, like, shopping for a dom is like shopping for shoes. You know, you have to find the right one. The same thing with, you know, that whole, with the dom and finding a sub. You have to find the right match for you. Okay. So, you know, she kind of laughed at the whole shoe analogy and laughed and blah, blah, blah. So, and she's like, that brought her spirits up a little bit. So, about 11 o'clock, this is Christmas Eve. Everybody, the few people that was in the office and a part of her team, she saw, you know, they had already began to leave, trinkle out. She said her, you know, happy holidays, hope you have a good one, all that stuff. She said her goodbyes to them. She was the last one to leave. So, she was like, well, okay, what am I going to do? This, you know. She said, you know, of course they left early. It was about 11 o'clock. They left early and she went. She said, you know what? If I'm going to be sad, if I'm going to be a sad bitch this Christmas, I'm going to look good, though. I'm going to look good. If I'm going to be crying, I'm going to be looking good crying. So she went and got her hair done and colored and curled and done up. She got her eyelashes curled. She went and got her nails done. You know, she said, if I'm going to be sad, I'm going to be looking good, though. You know, and that really made her feel good. Kind of cheered up her disposition of the whole breakup with Drew. And that's pretty much how she started her Christmas Eve night. So I'm kind of looking to see how it actually ended in chapter 1, because I read both chapter 1 and chapter 2. So it ends with Kara going home after her hair and lashes and nails done. And hopes to just kind of relax and not think about Drew. So, I forgot a very important note. As she was leaving for the day early, she sees Madeline, who's Drew's, his secretary, his assistant, his personal assistant, and she's excited because she has family coming in town. That's not the name. She said, I hope you like your gifts. And she winked at her. She's like, gifts? Carol was like, gifts? Okay, whatever. She kind of shrugged it off because she didn't want to, you know, whatever. And then it ended with her going to get her nails done, hair done, everything done, you know, and she went home looking good, feeling good. Girl was good, okay? So she, the chapter 2 starts with her getting home, pulling in her driveway, and she sees 2 packages at her door. Now, mind you, this is Christmas Eve. And she's like, okay, well, I should not have I did order a lot of my Christmas gifts online, but most of those have arrived, and they have been wrapped and given to whoever I bought those gifts for. So why would I have boxes at my gifts? And then she remembered what Madeline said. Oh, this must be his joints. So she pushes it in, you know, goes in, unlocks the door, go in the house, turn off her alarm system, gets the boxes in the house, and they were not shipped. They have no labels. There's no mailing addresses on it. Drew must have just had it couried to her house. And it just has written on it, do not open until Christmas. And she's very good. Some of us, well, I'm good like that too. I don't like if someone gives me a gift and said, don't open it until Christmas. I'm not going to open it until Christmas. Okay? I want to wait for Christmas Day and open my gift. Now, it might be 12/01 Christmas, but it's going to be Christmas. Okay? So she puts it under her tree, and she goes in her house, and she kind of stays in there after taking off her coat and everything. She, oh, I forgot a part. Oh, whoa, I forgot a part in chapter 1. As she was leaving out, I hadn't drank anything before I got on here, I promise you. But maybe because I had read chapter 1 earlier, so parts is coming back as she was leaving. Okay, this is a very important part too, because so Randall is Drew's attorney, okay, who I believe also is in the BDSM lifestyle, and he has been, every time Drew broke up with him, so apparently Drew is telling him that he dumped her, or he's very observant and recognized when she's been dumped by Drew, or Kara broke it off, because she never was really dumped. In my opinion, she was never really dumped by Drew. She was the one always breaking it off with him, and he complied eventually. Okay, he doesn't give up easy, by the way. So Randall is, when she was going out of this, was leaving for the day, he's standing over by her car. And she was hoping that he was waiting for somebody else. He just happened to be by her truck. No, bitch, no. He was waiting for her. Randall was waiting for that bitch. Okay. And so she, he stuffs us up. I understand you are single again. And first of all, okay, I don't know who I would cast him as, because he's painted as a very creepy, because he didn't like her at first, or he gave her like he didn't really like her, or a strange look when he first met her. But now, like every time Drew and her break up, he right there trying to pick up the pieces. Pick up the pieces. And if he is really that creepy, the best person I can kind of describe him as is Hollywood from I can see it, the one with Lorenz Tate and Love Jones. There it is. Love Jones. So first of all, let me tell you something. This wine is hitting me. This wine is hitting me like I just had liquor. Let me find out. This thing is danging. This wine is whining. Anyway, go back. So he's kind of like that character, and I hate. Bill Bellamy just doesn't seem like a creepy dude, but just imagine that dude. Imagine him. So we're going to cast Randall as Bill Bellamy from Love Jones. Kind of side hating on Drew. Trying to get his girl type of guy. So he comes up to her. Ooh, let me see if I can find that part where he was. Okay, this is what Randall said. So Randall raised. Okay, so Carl fought the urge to throw. Okay, wait. So her flesh. Gotta go back. Drew's attorney Randall posted up next to her car, hoping that he was waiting for someone else. She continued to walk towards her vehicle. "Hello, Miss Kara," he greeted her, sneering. "Hey, Miss Kara." Her flesh began to crawl immediately. And I did it. As soon as I read that he was standing by her car, I was like, oh, Lord, this dude. She said, the flesh began to crawl immediately. "Randall, hope you have a good holiday," she said in a rush, not slowing down, hoping he got the message. Unfortunately, he didn't. Those dudes don't never do. They never do. "My holiday would be so much better if I had someone to spend it with." He dropped, winking at her like, "If I had someone to spend it with, ugh. And I'm not thinking of family. I can't do to family what I feel like doing." So crass. The way I hear, okay. By the way, I hear you're free yet again. Tell me something. Don't you get tired of being dumped by the same man over and over? Kara fought the urge to throw it which was held back only due to desire to slap the out of his face. It says slap the shit out of him. That's what it says. She planted the fake smile on her face, turned towards him. "What makes you think that?" Randall raised an eyebrow. "Well, haven't you? He hasn't mentioned your name since his wife was here. He hasn't bothered coming to the office either. Seems to me he's doing everything in his power to avoid you. So yeah, you've been discarded again. By the way, you did know he was married, right?" So Randall he's just antagonizing her. So I said I wasn't sure if Drew was telling her or whatever. No, he's just observing. He knows. He knows when she's been dumped. And he's right. She's been dumped several times. So, Drew ain't telling Randall shit. But anyway, on to chapter 2. So she comes to the door. She sees the packages. She remembers what Madeline said. And, she goes in her house. She's standing there trying to figure out, what am I going to do? It's Christmas Eve. That's what she's doing. She's like, what do I do? I can't go to a friend's house because either they're out of town or they're spending time with their families this Christmas Eve. And listen, I could work out, but she don't want to mess up her hair. Black woman don't want to. When they get especially they sweating their hair out. Are you crazy? Are you kidding me? Unless there's some good deed. All right, hello. So she was trying to figure out what she's gonna do for the evening. And I think she settled in to dive into her writing. So she goes in, takes a hot shower. She's feeling refreshed. She gets her a bottle of water, sits down at her computer, and just starts typing away. Before she know it, It's been 2 hours past, and she has wrote a ton. Okay, what they say in Five Heartbeats. You'll make your best music when you're heartbroken. Seems like the same thing happens when it came to Riley and Karen. So she's wrapping up for the evening, and all right, I done typed a whole bunch. She went through the house, turning on the lights, turning off lights, whatever the situation is. Making sure that, the tree light is on, She goes in and out of thinking about Drew. It is what it is. And she said she normally keeps the curtains open, which I understand that, for passersby to see the Christmas tree. But she decided not this year, I guess. She went to close the curtains. She sat down in her, she watched a little television. She started to watch some Scandal. It reminded her too much of her and Drew. She turned that off. Then she went through her home, and she goes to close the curtains. And who's standing outside with a bundle of calla lilies? First of all, Kara is me, and I am Kara sometimes, because that is my favorite flower. My favorite flower. First of all, my favorite flower, what do you call it? Group of flowers is lilies. Calla lilies, star lilies, Asian lilies. I love lilies. Okay? Lillian! No, I love lilies. Lilies, but calla lilies, they're just so elegant and beautiful. I don't care about the smell. Sometimes they smell good. I don't know. I don't know about the smell. I'm talking about aesthetically, I love lilies. I love them. I absolutely love them. Matter of fact, one day, maybe I'll get myself some lilies. Yeah, I might get myself some lilies. I don't know if they're going to be real or fake, but I'm going to get me some lilies and decorate my apartment with some lilies. I like lilies. Anyway, standing outside with bunches of lilies, and maybe because I love lilies, it was that. Maybe it could have been. It wasn't roses. What I do know, it wasn't roses. And there is the very man who walked out on her and could not tell her that he loved her. Is that motherfucker Drew? I would have said nigga Drew, but he's a white Australian. Okay, he's not a nigga. Okay. First of all, by the way, if you don't like the words that I use, don't come on my page. Okay? Anyway. Woo. Anyway, Drew is standing outside looking good as always because he's fly. Kara is fly too. Don't get it twisted, okay? She looking good. She got her everything done, remember. And she didn't know. She know for just give him the finger and say, fuck you. And I just happened to do it. I didn't mean to do it. So give him the finger and say, fuck you. And close her curtains. Or, the other half of her went to run out there. Drew, I knew you'd come back. This is where me and Kara part ways. Because it would have been close those curtains, turn off my lights, and went to bed. You lost me, nigga. There's only so many times I'm going to continue taking you in. But that's me. That's this girl. This grown ass woman. I'm not gonna let you continue playing. Okay? But I understand it though. I mean, I was young, and there are some people that I've given way too many chances. And this one for her is true. So she closed the curtains, and out of impulse, she opens the door and stands in in the doorway, you know, and he not rushing, slow walked, okay, slow scene, bombs going off in the background. He's slow motion, baby, walking with these bundles of flowers, and here you go, you know. He says thank you. They're beautiful, and she kind of she automatically goes right back into sub mode. She kind of opens the door to say you can come in, and he comes in and he circles around her because he's been missing her. Because the pussy good, the pussy's good. Okay, let's get this one thing. The pussy's good, and you like it. If he ain't in love with her, which hold that note, the pussy's definitely good. He is just as much as addicted to her as she is to him, because he keeps coming back. She says sentiment. He leaves. She finds out that he's the reason why, the one who took over her father's business and did everything that he didn't want done to his business, and he took his life. Her father took his life due to what he did with his business. He did a hostile takeover or something like that. Read the first book and you understand. Because Drew didn't take his life, but basically, she blamed him for being the one who did it. And he tries to, he just doesn't, he doesn't give up easy at all, which is admirable, actually, if it is something that is not a toxic relationship. And I don't want to say that Drew is toxic. Anyway, okay, I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna wait to the end. So he comes in and hands her, and he circles her, growling like a wolf. What you'll find in the BDSM lifestyle, they usually associate doms and subs to certain animals. And doms are usually some type of wolf or bear. You know what I'm saying? From what I understand. Now, I've not been in it. I have not been in it. I just know a couple that knows about it. Shit, I'm almost 50. I know a little something about something. Okay? All right? It's mind your business. So, he growls and, as he circles her like a prey. And she goes, basically, long story short, they end up having sex. They end up fucking. Okay. Kara flipped the script on Drew. Okay. After they have their first session of sex, passionate love making. It ain't no damn love making. He said something. Ooh, because I sure enough, I said something. I had an opinion on this. This is after she cooks for, is it after or before? Okay. The Jedi mind tricks Drew try to play. And niggas be doing that all the time. Dudes, men, it don't matter what your race, players gonna play. Okay, so she said, you never had a problem. Okay, he says to her, I almost freaked out not seeing you the past few days. You are mine. You won't be apart from me again. Am I understood? First of all, nigga, you left me. I said my safe word. No one told you you had to leave. All you had to do is tell me you loved me too. Okay? I didn't need to be your wife. I didn't need to be considered your girlfriend. I just want to know that the feelings were mutual. That this is not just you beating on my ass and getting all my information and taking control of me. Talking about, am I clear? Bitch, this is my house. New season. This is a new me. What you're not gonna do is come up in here telling me what the fuck to do. I'm gonna have to be a switch. You're gonna have to understand. You're gonna have to be my sub in some situations or something. Let's renegotiate our contract or something. That's what I said though. But Kara, you know, Kara ain't a dumb bitch, okay? So she says to him, you never had a problem being away from me before. Ghost Casper. Okay. She snapped, expressing a bit of sarcasm. A whole lot of sarcasm. She's put all the sarcasm in it. Okay, that's what she should have did. A bit of sarcasm. You ain't had no problem leaving me before, Casper. Okay, I'd have been the S in sarcasm. Okay, both of them. Both the S's. Anyway. She immediately regretted it, took a deep breath, and softened her voice. If that's how you truly feel now, tell me what I need to hear. Tell me what I need to hear. Read the first volume. You'll understand why she's saying this. Drew still he's a mannequin now. He's a mannequin challenge. That's it. Bitch, snap out of it. He's a mannequin now. He's holding her. Like, mind you, they're spooning. They're spooning. And he gets still. Are you there, nigga? Are you awake? Don't get still. Drew still, but continues to hold her. You don't already know? He questioned. Why try to force me to say something that you already have knowledge of? Excuse me, I did speak and burp at the same time. I'm talented. Her fingers entwined with his as she snuggled close to him, rubbing her head against his jaw. Then why did you force me to say it to you? Got him! She felt him smile. Touché, my Kara. He turned her face up towards his, kissing the tip of her nose. I do have incredible, overwhelming. She scoffed and jerked, climbing on top of his lap, straddled him. She knew she wasn't as strong as him, but she held his wrists, giving her best dominant stare. No more games or beating around the bush, Drew. Tell me that you love me. Do it now. That's right, bitch. She flipped the switch. Flip. Okay. Bitch, flip the switch. Click. Okay. Where's my switch? She flipped the switch. Click. Oh, I can't do it. Click. Okay. Oh, man, I done lost my place. I'm going back, I promise y'all. Give me a minute. Well, anyway, he tells her that he loves her. Oh, I knew it. I didn't. There was times that I thought he loved her. Okay. There was times that I thought that he was in love with her, but he just didn't know how to say it, or he didn't want to go into it. Um, Later on, they have more sex. She sucks his dick. Is You gotta read it. I'm not gonna do it here. I'm not gonna do it here. It's funny. I don't really like saying the sexual words like cock and I don't like it, but I love reading it. Okay, I absolutely love reading it and seeing it. It ended on her giving him fellatio. And that's the end of chapter 2. It, like I was saying, like, this is, you know, there was times when I didn't, like, I absolutely, Drew was just amazing. In some parts, and there's other parts where he was an asshole, okay? Especially at the end of the first volume. Strutting his wife around. Okay, and if you want to know the fullness of it, read the book. Get it. It's on Amazon. Okay? Because I'm not going to go over it. Go. Like it on. Go to listen to my aunties. Go to Auntie Akara's page. Go watch my videos. It's a series. All on that. I know for a fact it's on my IG, Auntie Akara. Go there. Go watch my reviews. Buy the book. Okay, it's on Amazon. I'm gonna have it down at the bottom. You know, so for you to be able to click on the joints and go straight get the book. Okay. And he was a straight asshole. Sometimes it's like, so I kind of understand. I kind of understand why Kara is so on and off and she keeps letting him back in. She's not on and off, but she keeps letting him back in after he has left her. Per her request, like I said, she never, to me, if you read the book to me, according to Akara, this is according to Akara, he never said, fuck you, bitch. Now, he has ghosted her, but he's always come back. But, like, when it came to an end of their relationship, or ending of their relationship, that was always Kara. It was always Kara who did that. Hey, Heather. It was always Kara who broke it off with Drew. Always. You know, the 2 times. And with Randall saying, oh, you got to get tired of him dumping you. No. He stayed away from her per her request. Okay? Per her request. And as far as Randall is concerned, he's just like, oh, if Drew was a wolf, then he was a dog. Okay? A stray dog at that. A little straggly mutt. Okay? Trying to fill a wolf's place. And it's never going to happen because Drew is always going to be there to rescue her. Hopefully. We'll see. We will see in the up and coming chapters in my next book review next Friday or Saturday, depending on how I like. It is, but it's definitely going to be in the weekend. It will probably never be Sunday though. But anyway, you all have a wonderful evening. Again, I am sipping on, now I'm trying to say it correctly, it's either Acacia or Acacia. It's an American Pinot Noir. I bought this at Green's liquor store, package store, over on Ponce. Go over there and go over and patronize them. Go get your wine. You all have a wonderful evening. And have a good night. Go get the book. It's on Amazon. Take all of me. Hey. Go see my other reviews on my other IG page, all right? Y'all have a good one. Bye.